Welcome to Nairobi. Happy to finally see you. Yeah? Lovely to have you. Yeah? That's Army Commander, Air Force, Navy, Police.
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. They will give their statements briefly, and then we'll invite questions from the media. Please take your seats.
I'd just like to begin by, first and foremost, extending a very warm welcome to the Right Honourable Prime Minister Theresa May, to our very vibrant continent, but also to our beautiful country, Kenya. And we are pleased that you found time to honour our invitation to come and to see for yourself our country and our continent that has changed over nearly 4 decades since the last UK Prime Minister visited. And we're glad that you brought with you a high-powered delegation of business leaders whom we look forward to engaging with. Prime Minister, the bond of friendship and cooperation between our two countries has been deepened today with the signing of a number of agreements. One is a security compact that has led to increased support from Britain with equipment to enhance border and aviation security, capacity building and information sharing between our two countries. The second is the framework on the return of assets from proceeds of corruption and crimes in Kenya. Some of you here may already be aware that we signed a similar agreement with Switzerland, and we are now glad that the UK is also fully on board. This is because fighting corruption is an important aspect of my own legacy program, together with the unity of the country and the attainment of our big four centered around investment in housing, manufacturing, security, food security, and universal health.
We discussed today how the UK can work with you as you take forward your Big Four agenda to transform Kenya, aligning our expertise, our investment and our aid behind that vision. The UK is already the largest foreign investor in Kenya, and I've set out this week our ambition to be the G7's #1 investor in Africa by 2022. Together, we will make sure the next generation of energetic, ambitious Kenyans can get good, well-paid jobs so they can contribute to Kenya's long-term prosperity. That's not just good for Kenya, it's good for the UK too. And we'll work with you and with governments across Africa to make sure your young people have the skills that business on the continent need to drive economic growth. The UK continues to support the commitment of the brave Kenyan soldiers fighting in Somalia against Al-Shabaab. And I will announce a new package of funding to support the African Union mission in Somalia. And Mr. President, I was glad to hear you call for a transition from peacekeepers to stronger Somali security forces. This is what the UK wants too. And as we work towards this, we're leading international efforts to ensure AMISOM has the funding it needs to support its vital battle against terror. We also spoke about the pernicious effects of corruption in Kenya, and I welcome the commitment you've made to drive this vice from your country. We stand with you in this fight. And today, as you say, we signed an agreement to ensure that any proceeds of corruption in Kenya that end up in the UK will be given back to the Kenyan people and spent for their benefit. I also welcome, Mr. President, your commitment to political reconciliation in this country. Mr. President, I will leave Nairobi excited by the huge opportunities of Kenya and of this continent, and I look forward to working with you in the years ahead for the benefit of both our countries. Thank you.